How can you arrest him for saying he likes bacon?
Have a look at what you can get arrested for chanting in Britain.
I'm not resisting, I'm just trying to... Can you Andy, walking bullshit just because you said you like bacon. I like bacon, mate. It's all on camera. What's the offence? What's the offence?
Section 5.
And what's that?
Public order.
And what's that?
You're not allowed to say you like bacon butties around here, lad.
Can you explain that to me, please?
Yeah, so it's anything that might be perceived to be racially abusive.
Mate, listen, a full English breakfast, yeah, what does that consist of?
Well, I'm not discussing,
so what, hey?
Discussing the offence. About the wanker sign you did. You're in the court here.
So,
alright, let's move on then.
Scum. Ben, take it easy.
You can't put him in, you have to hold him here until...
He'll be out in no time.
Just wait here, just wait him here. Just stop there, stop.
Are you with the other cereal? Sorry.
No, I'm just with you.
So apparently, you can't say,
I love bacon.
I love bacon. Well, you know what? I'm sorry, but I'm going to go out on a limb here, and at the risk of getting denied entry the next time I try and land at Heathrow, I love bacon too.
What absurdity to have the police force have those discussions with their citizens.
It's terrifying, but it is all political. It's Orwellian. It's like we were saying at the beginning of the show with Lucy Connolly. Britain has turned into this weird kind of Orwellian dystopian state where they will arrest you for the most ridiculous things.
Well, I think your question is to do with the cancel culture. Could it be, would people allow it to do that? I think so, probably, with a bit of negotiation. Because even then, I'd sometimes have to talk people down. I go, this is fine. This is irony. Or no, this is okay. No, that's the point of that language. That's the, no, it's not racist. He's a racist. So I still had explaining to do in the year 2000. Also, cancel culture is sort of, don't worry about it now, it's done. They tried. But you wouldn't want it to be the same, because The Office, I think, was good because it was a keen observation about the etiquette of the time and what it was like to be in office in 2000. So it couldn't be the same because things are different now. Could the equivalent be done? I think so. I don't know. I don't know what it'd be like now trying to get all those things passed through, but it couldn't be the same anyway, and you wouldn't want it to be the same because you sort of want to reflect the world, really, and the world's changed a bit. Yeah, I'd still give it a go. I'd try my hardest.
Stop that now. We have freedom of speech. I know, but freedom of speech. We've got freedom of speech. Freedom of speech. Two-tier police. Freedom of speech. Two-tier police. Two-tier police. You don't even know what fascist is, mate.
We've had free speech for a very, very long time in the United Kingdom, and it will last for a very, very long time. Well, no, I mean, certainly we wouldn't want to reach across US citizens, and we don't, and that's absolutely right. But in relation to free speech in the UK, I'm very proud of our history there.
We discussed all this, my name's Frank McGuinness. I come from Britain's oldest colony. I was born in Dublin and grew up in the occupied north of Ireland. I'm here to suggest three things. The first is that the British Empire, or the so-called United Kingdom, is in a crisis. The crisis of Zionism is a crisis of this state, because this state is backing the genocide. The Brits are at it again. They are once more enacting a genocide. The second thing I am here to suggest is that the Palestinian people have a right to use armed force to resist the apartheid state. We must all loudly proclaim our support for the Palestinian right to use armed force in self-defense against the genocidal fascist regime. And the third thing I'm here to suggest is that we are all anti-Zionists now. There is no space for anyone to continue identifying with that fascist ideology. We must say it loud and clear. Zionism is fascism. We are all anti-fascist. We are all anti-Zionist. This British state state and these, the violent enforcement arm of the state that you see surrounding you today. The Metropolitan Police are, of course, complicit in this crisis. Yes! They've hyper-scrutinized our speech. They've hyper-scrutinized our placards. They've hyper-scrutinized our social media to try and find some foot that we may have put wrong, to try and test whether we've contravened the ridiculous terms of the Terrorism Act 2000, to try and insinuate that we are terrorists and anti-Semites for opposing their little loyal Jewish Ulster, as the apartheid state of Israel is once called. The British state is up to its neck in Palestinian blood. The blood will never wash off. Keir Starmer will forever be remembered as the war criminal at the top of the British Empire that presided over this genocide. Liam should not be on the inside of a dock. Keir Starmer will hopefully one day see the inside of a dock of a war crimes tribunal. So will his colleagues in the British Empire who did this to Palestinians. The Terrorism Act 2000 is in a complete legitimacy crisis, not just because of its use to try and attack the comrades in kneecap. They're using it to try and attack everyone. They've made an astonishing mistake in trying to ban my friends in Palestine Action. That group should never have been attacked in the way that it was. Those laws should never have been passed. The British state has no business lecturing anyone about violence. They have no business lecturing anyone about racism. They have no business lecturing anyone on how to resist colonialism. They are one of the most violently racist colonial empires in human history. They should sit down and have a right to armed resistance against this fascist empire as it attempts to enact a genocide against them. Yes. You think about the good people in the Front Libération Nationale, the FLN, that liberated Algeria from the French colonizers, good friends of the British Empire. The people of Algeria fought with guns and with bombs against the people colonizing them at staggering cost to themselves. Let me remind you, it took 1 million Algerians, 1 million Algerian lives to drive those French colonizers out of Algeria. But they did it. It is one of the most successful instances of anti-colonial resistance in human history. No Pact Iran! We are all anti-fascist! We are all anti-Zionist now! Do not be complacent. Your government, our so-called government, the British Empire that colonized my homeland and that colonized Palestine is at it again. They're engaged in the mass murder of Palestinians because they're viewed as a racial threat to the demographic purity of their little loyal Jewish Ulster. We must not be complacent. Coming to this rally is not enough. We must escalate our opposition to their genocide until it is definitively defeated, until a ceasefire is called, and from there we must dismantle the apartheid state of Israel and consign it to the dustbin of history. Glory to the resistance and its martyrs. Shoki Allah!